Movie notes. I made a point to finish it early. Like, I just finished it. Watching it all the way through, meaning here watching the movie means watching the movie all the way through and the runtime material. So like there's like pre-movie ads and sometimes post-movie ads or notices and stuff. So I'm just talking about the full runtime of the movie. So this is 2011 Footloose, a remake of the original. Here's the disc. It is the Bellevue copy, B-E-L-L. I think it's Bellevue. Is Bellevue in King County? Okay. King County Library System, United States of America, Planet Earth, the original, Washington State. And this is the movie notes on Footloose, 2011 film. 31 March 2024 viewing, so I finished this now. So filming this Sunday, 31 March 2024. This is here's what I came up with for the description, is a fiction film about a male teenage high schooler whose mom died and his fight with social norms different than his own in a rural town following his relocation to the rural town following the death of his mom. So, yeah. Essentially, you're different than me, I don't like you, and you should change because of it. That is what the main character does for the duration of this almost 2-hour long movie. And so, and of course it comes from a male teenage high schooler. And of course the town changes. Is that true? I don't know. Depends on your view of how this movie goes. It's a remake of the original. I have seen both this before and the original, and they are very different movies. So comparing them isn't necessarily the right thing to do, because they are so different. The original, interestingly enough, had this like tractor scene, and my mom has shown me pictures with some of her friends and like guys. I don't know if they were like her sexual partners or not when she was growing up. But they replaced tractors in this movie, that tractor scene, with like big buses and stuff. So there's like a technological upgrade kind of thing. But I was like, it's an interesting and kind of my parents kind of filling in their past and stuff, right? Because I wasn't alive. They had me a few years after they got married. And so I was not alive, and I did not witness their courtship and that kind of their personal lives before I was born, kind of thing. But it's the original was at least rhymes with my mom. I don't know about my dad. And so in the original, the male lead is into gymnastics. In this remake, he's into cars. So there we go. And Footloose is about, it's like a song. It's a song. So it's kind of a dance movie. And that's the social norms that this person doesn't, this male teenage high schooler doesn't like, that kind of thing. It's like, you're different than me. Bow to me, you horrible country people. Or not country people. Is he from the country too? He's just from like a different part of the country. There we go. Something like that. I don't remember. Country versus country, maybe. So it might be more relevant for my parents' love story than mine in terms of like, and not necessarily this one, like the original. And both my parents liked the original, but not necessarily this one so much. I've watched this before, and I've watched this with my parents before. And so yeah, notes for my viewing is that's kind of what I thought about before, was like, my mom was engaged to be married before she got engaged to my dad, and she did not go through with getting married to that guy. So my dad was her first husband, however, not her first fiance. Dad was her second fiance. And I don't know how many sexual partners either of them have had. I have not asked. That is not something I've inquired about. I bring that up because the female lead in this movie is the, as we've talked about, panty dropper, leg spreader type. Right? It's a kind of very much emphasized in this movie is she's sexually prowessed in multiple sexual partners kind of thing. It's just kind of like, some people are showboaters, and it's interesting to have the movie kind of portray that about a person. So it's just, alrighty then. So those are my movie notes on Footloose, 2011 film, 31 March 2024 viewing. Thank you for joining me whenever you're viewing me, whenever you're joining me, or whenever you're viewing this, and wherever you're viewing this from, and wherever you're joining me from.